Alright, welcome back. Last time we made it to the inner sanctum of her uterus cave, a laboratory.
It was Zero Lab.
It's Zero Lab. And this time we find out that she was definitely a robot, which I fucking called, like, immediately.
I have been, when we first got to the crater, and you were like, she's like a robot or something, isn't she? Like, as an offhanded comment you said. And I'm like, damn, he's, He called the plot twist.
Yeah, it just was too... In the simplest way I can put it, is it was just way too, like... There's no way this is, like, human at this point. Like, this has to be some sort of robot or some fucking alternate universe
MacGuffin
machine.
bullshit.
Yeah, MacGuffin bullshit. I'm like, so I just went with robot because that seemed the most plausible.
She's an android, actually. But, yeah, pretty much.
So she has human parts still?
Yes.
Oh. Sold.
Or is that a cyborg? Cyborg would be a
is...
human that becomes a robot. An android is a robot that looks like a human.
Yes.
Because terminology is actually important for some reason in this distinction.
Yes, it is. So she was never human, essentially.
Yes.
She's a robot.
So you remember how they were just talking about how I needed an assistant?
Yeah.
So she made a copy of herself.
Yeah, I got that when she was like, if only there were two of me. I was like, it's definitely going to be a robot. That's definitely where they're going.
Hello, Dante. Thank you for coming. Rah!
So the real question, here's the real twist, and here's where it's going to get actually interesting. Is the original one dead?
No, back in your ball. She uses the Master Ball.
Master Balls control everything.
That one is far less trackable and far more aggressive than the one you were traveling with.
It happens.
Your Koraidon fled Area Zero because it lost the other in a territorial struggle. Grah! I'm afraid there is something which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Sada.
I would have never guessed.
What are you talking about? Then who are you? I am an artificial intelligence that the professor created, implied with her memories and knowledge. In short, I am an AI-powered robot.
The evil glowing red eyes is not helping your case.
The true professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station Number 4.
Okay, so she is dead.
The incident? The Pokemon was not to blame. It was actually the original professor who failed to accurately judge its true power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for this Koraidon to survive and thrive. That is why she threw herself in front of your Koraidon in an attempt to protect it. I've turned into robot speech a little bit there.
I mean, it works.
Not even intentionally.
It works.
For the time, I have first reached out to Director Carvel and asked to be put in contact with you. I was never more than an AI.
Whoa.
Dante, the reason I asked for you to come with me is because I have one last thing to do here at Area Zero, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put an end to the time machine the original professor created.
Can't you do it? You're a robot. It's far less dangerous for you to do it.
Any questions I can address with you when we make our descent. Follow me.
Again, isn't it safer for her to do it? She's a robot. If she dies, it's not really important. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, there's a plot reason she can't. But like, is it a good one? Yeah. We got a booster energy.
All you're telling me is there's a robot clone of Unga Bunga Snoo Snoo Lady. So she's like moved on. I was already like, damn, what a sick tier. And now she's a robot, which is just like, boom, now she's at this tier.
Yeah, pretty much. Confusing equations all on the whiteboard. Confusing equations.
Confusing equations.
You see something strange locked like Kump inside the machine. Okay.
It's a secret legendary.
How did you know?
Because why else would it be there?
Dude, we got some HP. Let's get some stuff.
I like that you... Did you see your 6 slide there?
Of course.
You were just like...
Hold on, there's something written here. In order to defend Area Zero, I have developed what I call the Pokeball Lock System. Once it has successfully ID'd and specific Pokemon, it's too faded to make out.
I like that every single one of these lets you move before your animations like let you walk again. So you just power slide.
Visitors receive notes are scattered across the desk. Okay. Can I read them? No?
Nope.
Can I get over here to read that? No?
Nope.
Okay.
You don't get to find out what's going on, Derek.
I wanna learn all the information.
You don't get to.
Look at that rock. Look at that rock. Look at that rock.
Look
that one's
that
green.
Rock. That one is extra green. I wonder if that means it's more important, or perhaps they just fucked up the light values on that
Probably
one specific
that one.
light.
This elevator will take us down to the lower level. Step inside.
I don't think that's an elevator. I think that's a white void. I don't think they rendered anything past the white void.
I think you're right.
I'd like to tell you that there's a good chance that you'll die here. And he's like, wait, hold on. Why did you tell me this after I stepped into the elevator?
Dante, it is a great relief for me that you came. I will answer any of the questions you may have. Is there anything you wish to ask? Are you single?
Yeah, that one. That's the one I want to know.
So she's no longer Professor Sada. She's AI Sada.
AI Saya?
What is an AI
Sada.
really? An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. Computer drawn on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all of my thoughts and actions.
And sometimes AI is a lot more A than I.
The results of this calculation is expressed by this machine body, built to resemble the professor in every way. Every way, you say?
Every way. Intriguing. Go on in more detail.
Humanity does not, in fact, possess the knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI at present. But the crystals that make up Area Zero Labs have made such a thing possible here. That is why I cannot leave this place. Is there anything else you would wish to ask?
I like that these crystals are so powerful. They're like the most dedicated amount of RAM, but sent wirelessly to this robot to make it a functioning AI.
That is very true. Also, are the Megastones made with this stone too?
The Mega Evolving Stones?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They must be.
They don't say.
But also, it's also implied that Megastones are made with a specific other material known as Bestfernism.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Sure.
I don't know.
What happened to the original professor?
She died.
As I explained, the original professor no longer exists.
She died.
At the destruction of the research station, her physical body received grievous injuries and left it unable to sustain life.
Dude, are you okay? Your lighting is freaking out.
I'm afraid the fact must be difficult for her son, Averin, to accept. Now I manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place.
I like that it must be difficult for Avery to accept, and it's just like...
Yeah, you look like his mom.
It's like, does he know, though? It's
Probably
kind of
not.
implied that he doesn't know yet.
Probably not. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is the time machine? The time machine is the device that the original professor and I worked on together. It seems Pokeballs at a certain point...
I like her hip is clipping through her jacket.
Yeah, I love it. They send Pokeballs to a different part on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it then draws them back into the present. When she was alive, Professor Sada had a great function with the Pokemon of another age, to which we might call ancient Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw Pokemon to this time. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
In a lot of ways, it's not less of a time machine and more of a time door. It just lets them wander in freely as they see fit.
What is it you really want? The original professor had a dream of a world in which ancient Pokemon could live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. So, like Jurassic Park?
That's a terrible dream.
But these Pokemon's powers seem to stem from a primal energy from the past. And that energy is proven too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the eco-balance.
You were so busy
of
on
the
the
modern
if
day.
you could do it that you didn't think about the why. Well, if you should.
The original professor would say that such a destruction is the natural part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep these ancient Pokemon from escaping into the rest of Paldea.
Except for the fact that we open the door and let them fully into the whatever.
But we are beginning to see Pokemon appear that can crack the barrier, such as Great Tusk. Eventually, they will break free from this walled garden of Area Zero and rampage across the Paldea region. And then, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath the coming. I may have been created of the professor, and yet I cannot find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it would require the overcoming of the greatest AI that the original professor ever devised.
If I touch your hair spikes, would they poison me?
I had a similar thought. Dante, you are a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you have to destroy the dream Sada once cherished.
No.
Sure.
No.
I will destroy anything. I appreciate your willingness to help.
Wait, I don't want to destroy it. I want to catch all the ancient Pokemon.
No, we will. We've reached the lowest level.
So you're a robot clone of the gym leader. I mean, of the professor. And you can only live down here because it's where the crystals are, which means you can never go and talk to anyone about anything.
Where do I sign up?
Yeah, where do I sign up? Dude, this room is so crazy, and that texture is so fucked.
Yeah.
What the happened?
Behold. This is the time machine we perfected using the power of translation phenomenon.
And we're gonna go to the past. Man, wouldn't it have been neat if this is how, like, Arceus happened, instead of just the random bullshit that started Arceus?
Chris, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you implying that you just randomly getting teleported to another time is stupid?
My question is, like, did they ever acknowledge in that game, like, how that happened? Or do we just have to all accept that that's just how it be?
It's just kind of expressed as, it just happens.
I hate Pokemon so much.
Because Arceus. That's what literally it is.
I would have believed more.
We could play Arceus at some point.
No. What's the little green one from Gen 2?
Celebi?
Celebi. I would have better believed Celebi did it, because it's the time Pokemon than
Arceus
Arceus.
is the god Pokemon.
Yeah. He creates things, though. They never established that he can send people forward and backward through time. And last time I checked, no modern god can send anyone through time. That includes ancient gods as well.
I don't know, it's Pokemon. To stop the time machine, you need to use the Professor Sonia's ID.
Also, like, Celebi literally sent people back in time in the anime. Why wouldn't they use Celebi for that game to establish that's why she went back in time? It's been established that Celebi is the only Pokemon in the entirety of Pokemon lore that has been able to send people through time. So why wouldn't they just do that?
I don't know, man.
Alright, okay.
All I know is, I'm waiting for Pokemon Let's Go, Celebi and Togepi.
Never gonna happen.
I know.
Pokemon Go is dead.
Fucking Pokemon Let's Go. Yeah. Blah, blah. We need the Professor's ID, which is embedded in the Scarlet Library. Which is the very professor would put the final key we need in that book, of all places. She loved the volume as that child. If you could place the Scarlet Book in the pinnacle here, she would be able to stop the time machine.
Think about how insane of a human being you'd have to be to use a book as a key to activate a time machine.
There is one issue. Once you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. I mean...
Me. What?
Game.
Me. First off, what? Second off, okay.
Artificial beings that I am, our only desire is to be overwritten by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine bound to defeat any individual who is an obstacle to my code. My battle prowess is perilous. They are all battles upon analyzation of all the battles carried out by various champions of the Paldea region.
Yeah, because there's been several of them for this region specifically.
Yep. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you will prevail.
I mean, it's not going to be a hard sell.
Once you have readied all yourself for this battle, please place the Scarlet Book upon the pedestal.
Okay, so two things, right? I think this is the first Pokemon game where, like, a character that's, like, actually important to the plot is dead. And even more interesting, I think this is the only Pokemon game where they did it in a way where they were dead the entire time.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice.
That's honestly the most interesting thing about this game, and we don't get that until, like, the last fucking section of the game.
Initializing emergency response. Please wait. Please wait. Would you like to reboot? Access denied.
Rebooting starting now.
Shutdown commence overwritten. Reinitializing. It's up to you now, Dante. AI Sada, switch to sleep mode. Activating offensive protocol.
Oh no. It's turning into Assassin's Creed.
Please, defeat me.
What if we just pushed her into the time machine so she could never return?
At last. At last, my dream was within reach. And you are not getting in my way.
Now she has evil blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. AI has initiated a battle.
You know what's more surprising to me about this? That I haven't seen any Rule 34 of AI Sada. I'm actually surprised about that.
Yeah, it's a little something.
I figured if anything would have spoiled me on this, that would have been the place, and I'm surprised it didn't.
Yeah, no, it's pretty intense.
Also, I love the, like...
Now this is interesting. Understand ancient Pokemon weakness.
I love you understand ancient Pokemon weakness. Yeah, it's the same as all the other weaknesses. I like, if you don't know what it is, just use Dolphin and use his switch out mechanic.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get him ready for the next stages of fights, you know?
That's always the move, is like, I don't know what they're switching into, I'll just switch to my Pokemon that can switch out with a move. And get free damage and then switch into type advantage. I like that she doesn't throw the ball because she's so high up, she just, but, yeah.
I really appreciate that touch.
It's very nice.
Oh no, it's faster.
Also, it floats.
This is the power ancient Pokemon holds. Splendid! With a 5.
Oh no, she's starting to talk in elite speak. We'll never be able to keep up with her.
Oh no, we're screwed.
No one give her a noob tube and one-man army and COD 2 or else we're screwed.
Yeah, we're fucked. We are absolutely fucked. Go, giant hammer.
Hammer.
Use the Gigaton hammer. It used the quick claw, so now
and we're gonna smash stuff with the people's hammer.
With the people's hammer!
And Scribble, what was that third thing? Dismantle your oppressive establishment. Yeah, that too!
Brute bonnet, fighting dart.
I will saw the table of tyranny in half, gnaw at the ankles of big business. Oh man, should hit that with a flying type move.
I should hit that with a flying type move. Oh no, I used Sucker Punch.
Is this thing still poison type?
No, it is dark grass.
They made it worse then.
Yep.
Okay. At least that thing could have poison body. So you'd like hit it and then it would poison them.
Every ancient Pokemon has the same ability, which is in sunlight. In sunny day, they have boosted. Their highest stat gets boosted.
Interesting.
In the future Pokemon, it's when they have electric field out. So it's just like,
the fuck is electric field?
it's the status condition where the grass gets all electric.
What
It was added in like Sun and Moon, so you probably that's why you don't understand
I have
that.
no idea then.
Yeah. And it's like okay, but also there's an item that does it too. It's an interesting mechanic. Not really.
It's an interesting mechanic. I think I'd rather have the boost of speed, honestly, than just whatever my highest stat is.
Is it the highest stat? I cannot remember. It might be the highest stat. It might just be. They just get stronger.
I feel like the highest stat getting boost is, like, not that practical, though. Overall. Like, because if you already have, like, one-hit kill potential, then, like, there's not much of a reason to... Anyways. Sorry. Sorry, I missed that line of dialogue.
Yeah, Sandy Shocks. That's the electric round, I think.
What number are we at? Dude, this thing is wild looking.
Yeah. It's an ancient Magnemite.
Magnemite's one of my favorite Pokemon.
But you don't like that.
I don't hate it, but it's definitely not my favorite version of it.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Magnemite's my favorite, because he's just
Roaring
a little stupid
Moon.
eyeball.
I like this guy.
A bunch of magnets.
Everything is proceeding to my expectations. I'm afraid the possibility of you winning is 0. I mean, I have every Pokemon and...
You have one. Yeah.
Roaring Moon. This thing's actually kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I've never seen
Slazolar.
this thing.
Energy booster used up.
There's a trick to beating this, though.
It boosted energy. Its attack power is heightened. It might just be attack power. I can't remember.
Yeah, there's a trick to beating this guy, though. You just hit him with a fairy type move.
Yeah, but it unfortunately missed.
Well, we're screwed. Well, we're dead. You know, we're not dead. I'm
We're not
surprised. Ta-da! It's dead.
Jazz
hands. Jazz hands.
We defeated AI Sada. Impossible!
Oh no, she's... Oh no.
She's
Now her
defenseless.
lifeless robot corpse is defenseless and no one can stop me from doing what I'm going to do. Turn off the time machine, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know what you thought.
Totally.
Totally, just gonna turn off the time machine and no one will be able to stop me. And I will be giving her a proper burial, but to do that I'll need to take the body with me. So
yes. Yes. Dante.
Fuck, they're here.
Don't worry, they can have fun too. What's that?
I think
you already battle all the baddies without me?
Listen, I think Penny would be down. I think Demona could be convinced. I think Avery would be a hard sell.
I don't think Nimona needs convincing, Chris. She's a little bit fucking crazy.
Alright, then Penny would need convincing.
Yeah, probably.
One of them would probably need convincing. I think Avery's still gonna be a hard sell.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know, there's that whole, like, fucking thing where when he wants to...
The whole thing, you say.
Yeah, that whole thing that...
that I know nothing of this thing.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Did we defeat all the baddies without her? Out with it, you. Who are you, really?
I think you know the answer to this.
Thank you for everything. Time machine is finally... She has finally been stopped. Professor Sadia?
Professor Sandy?
You're not really my mom, are you? Look how big you've grown. 5-0, proud of you, my... Sorry, you were alone so long, Aaron. Mom? System failure.
Security failure.
Now, threat to the time machine detected. Threat to the time machine detected. What's going on now? Is there another army of Pokemon on its way here? It cannot be.
Oh my
An
God,
obstacle
right.
preventing the time machine from performing is intended. Activating Paradise Protection Procedure to remove... Oh, wait. Timing the time machine really running on all Pokemon care about? The pressure care about? Locking all Pokemon except for those registered to Sadia's ID. What?
What?
Performing, initializing, gathering terrestrialization energy. I'm sorry, my child. I'm sorry, children. This is too much for me. You must run. Mom.
Wait, no, you can't turn into a crystal. I still wanted to use that.
Sonya
Yeah.
disactivated. Parasol is initialized.
Ready for round 2? Conveniently, I carried another 6 Pokemon in my pockets.
You cannot get away. You're challenged by Professor's AI sent you by the Paradise Protection Protocol.
Yo, they just Doki Doki Literature Clubbed us for a second there.
When I first saw it, I was like, that's pretty dope. I appreciated that.
So I mean, we can get into the actual Pokemon battle.
Sent out Koraidon.
Koraidon!
Ghost Break Cat. But we'll check that out later.
Jesus. Alright, well, we'll see you in the next part. We'll see you then. Peace.